Okay, well, I have to go, and I feel like this tape is pretty revealing, except I just hate the thought of publishing it because that is not what I sound like. I don't, well, let me put it this way. They go in Provincetown and they're going to go and kick me out of that club or say I'm banned. And yet I wasn't banned the night before. Everything was fine. I got along perfectly. Only had a good time there. Everyone was nice. And then next day, I'm abruptly banned. And so I decided I'm going to go and get them. I'm going to record it, and I'm going to prove it, saying a whole bunch of incriminating things. The problem is, of course, Provincetown is a place where I have been harassed repeatedly by police. And there's a danger in that they all get together and they back each other up and they can make false accusations and they could go call the police and say I'm menacing. And so, like, I want to go and confront them on why they're abruptly banning me and see if I can get them to say a bunch of incriminating nonsense. But I was afraid to do it, so, I really wanted to get them at the same time. So I end up, well, sometimes the way it works when you are in the moment, your instinct tells you what the right thing is. Like, okay, I was so angry, I'm gonna get them, and I'm gonna figure out how to do it. So I ended up faking, talking effeminately at times. Well, you see, the managers that I was confronting were men who are masculine. So what did that mean? The way it works with masculine men, the mannerisms of white women are the most intimidating to them, and that's what gets them to feel on the defensive and to feel obligated to make all sorts of explanations and polite explanations and to try to be chivalrous and all. So I end up, well, I didn't do a good job. It's almost like I was going back and forth between being myself and then, but every now and then I did a terrific job of exactly what those effeminate women do. But, afterwards, it was almost like a spur of the moment thing. And afterwards, I listened to it and I realized, oh my God, that's what I did. And it's embarrassing. But then, in addition to that, I'm realizing the reason why I did that was I learned that it works because of another time when this crooked cop, I think, was trying to threaten me and browbeat me and he wanted to scare me into thinking that I was going to be in a lot of trouble for what was a blatantly false allegation. I knew it was blatantly false, so I was pretty sure it was all bluff and they weren't going to do anything about it, which was the case. But he got me so scared, I finally thought, I am going to figure out what's really going on in his head. And I end up doing what women do, which works. And it worked. It worked. He suddenly softens up and sort of, oh, well, it's no big deal. Oh, no, it's not going to be a big deal. But I had to go like, what did I do? Oh, well, I was, of course, for the first half of it, pretty antagonistic and arguing back, being myself. But then towards the very end, that's where I come across like a dumb girl. Oh, no, okay, see, I can't really do it very easily. I didn't know, no, that's not right. I didn't know I was doing anything wrong. I hope it's not going to be too much of a problem. No, that's just not how you do it. I did it perfectly then, but it was like somehow when I really have to, I can do it. But whatever it was, I came across the way some women are when they're trying to butter men up and get them to go easy on them, and it worked. And he kind of let me know that I wasn't going to get in trouble. So that was the first time I did it. This time, you'll notice in the thing, I went back and forth between being kind of confrontational and kind of masculine and direct versus being effeminate, which, well, that was a self-defense thing. Let me put it this way. If they had called the police, I would have been afraid, and then I would have put on the most effeminate act possible and let them go try to testify that I was menacing. See, that's what they do when they if they try to arrest you, if they try to have you arrested for disorderly conduct, they try to present you as menacing. And so for me to go occasionally fake being super effeminate was a bit of an implicit threat, because they knew, had a police come, I would have probably been able to fake it and stay in character in front of a whole bunch of witnesses, and they just would not have gone through with it. They would have looked too embarrassing. So, but that's my explanation as to why that tape looks that way. And I can't stand listening to myself in it. So I will not post it without saying this.